Okay, today in this video, what I would like to do is tell you the differences between the major cruise lines and Viking cruise lines, how they differ, and is Viking right for you? Personally, I believe that it's only right for some people and not necessarily for others, and that's for a number of reasons. Starting on the ships. The ships with Viking are small. They're 930 passengers. They're not the mega ships like a lot of the other cruise lines. I'm personally not really sure why the cruise lines are having 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 passenger ships. I've been on them, really don't care for them at all. It's not like cruising. When you're on Viking, it's like you are on a cruise. You're on a smaller ship. You're not looking at the roller coasters and water slides and everything else. So if that's what you're looking for in a cruise, then don't go with Viking. Entertainment on Viking. Viking does have good entertainment, but it is not the major production shows that you get when you're on the larger ships. I mean, they're very extravagant, very well done. But if you're looking for a Las Vegas type show, you're not going to get it on Viking. You're going to get good quality entertainment. You'll get comedians. You'll get small production shows with the staff that they have on, and they are quite entertaining. So that's something you should keep in mind when you're trying to decide which kind of cruise line is going to be right for you. They do have enrichment lectures on Viking, which they don't necessarily have on other cruise lines. And if you're into learning about the country that you're in or the ports that you're in, it's a good way to do it. Sit down and go to the enrichment lectures that they do provide. I think what you'll find on Viking is you're going to find an older crowd. And the reason is, number one, is they don't allow anybody under 18 on the ship. So if you have children, well, you might as well forget about it unless you're going on a vacation and you want to get away from them. But what I have noticed is that everybody is a little bit older category, probably more in their late 40s on up. So that's what you're going to get on Viking. If you're looking for the party atmosphere, party all night long type thing, you're not going to get it on Viking. But with that being said, when you're out by the pool, you're not going to have a bunch of kids that are running around and you're sitting in the pool trying to drink your pina colada and they're doing cannonballs next to you. You're not going to be having that type of trip. So that's something more so that I enjoy now when going with Viking. With respect to your drinks on board, one of the things that Viking does is during lunchtime and dinner time, they serve complimentary alcohol, which is beer and wine. You can have as much as you want during those times. If you want to buy the Silver Spirits package, you're looking at $20 a day on Viking. Now that's a big difference compared to the other cruise lines, which are now charging between $60 and $70 per day. And the thing is, when you do have the Silver Spirits package, there's no limit on the number of drinks that you can have. If you want to have 20 drinks during the day, if you can handle it, it's not a problem. They're not going to have any heartburn over that. Also, if you want to bring your own alcohol on board, that's not a problem either. You can bring as much as you want, and kind of like the old days with the other cruise lines, but they've stopped it. Viking still has it going on. The other thing is that they have free Wi-Fi on board, unlimited free Wi-Fi. So one other thing you're not going to get nickeled and dimed with when you're on Viking cruise lines. The other ones, they typically charge you where you're only getting a certain number of minutes, and this is totally different when it comes to that. The food on Viking, I believe, is much higher end than you're getting on the other cruise lines. Pretty much if you go into the World Buffet at night, if you want crab legs, you can get Alaskan King crab legs. If you want sushi there every night, they have sushi every night. So they really put out some good quality food. You'll find lobster tail is served still, steaks. If you go into Manfredi's, is the Italian restaurant. Every night on the menu, they have ribeye, if that's what you want. They have New York steak on there, if that's what you're looking for, and all kinds of other fantastic dishes. It's a specialty restaurant. There's no extra charge for it. There's no extra charge for any of the other specialty restaurants. You have the chef's table, and that is a number of course meals that they have in there. Menu changes every couple days, and there's no extra charge for that. Or you have the restaurant, which is called the restaurant. The menu changes every night. Again, really some good dishes that are put out in there. And let's talk about the rooms on the ship. On Viking, all of the rooms are all balcony rooms. You're not going to be stuck in some inside cabin or something with just a porthole. You have real nice balconies. The rooms are all very spacious, and they're just really appointed very nice. All of the bathrooms have heated floors. They have heated mirrors so stuff doesn't fog up on you. High quality bedding that they give you, down pillows. They all come with robes. They have slippers for you. All the things that the other cruise lines have kind of cut out, unless you're paying for a higher end room, like such as a suite, a mini suite, or higher up. All the rooms have coffee makers in them. They have a complimentary bar setup that's in the room also, with champagne, beers, wines, and some spirits, those type of things. The room service. What they've started doing on a lot of the other cruise lines now is they're charging it for room service. That is not the case on Viking. Again, they're not nickel and diming you. Your room service is still free, and it's 24 hours a day that they have on the ship. Other things that I like about Viking are there's no casino on the ship. Now, if you're a gambler and you're looking to be gambling while you're on your cruise vacation, obviously Viking's not going to be the place for you. No casino, so you don't have all the smoke coming out when you're outside, because also Viking is a no smoking ship. And I'm talking only about the Viking Ocean ships. I'm not talking about the river ships. Another thing is you're not going to get the announcements for the art auctions. They don't have art auctions on board Viking like they do the other one. And that's kind of another annoying thing if you're on Carnival, constantly hearing about come to the art auction, the champagne art auction. So you're not listening to that. You're also not going to be hearing announcements about come down and buy gold by the inch and all the other sales that are going on. They do have shops on Viking ships, but not that many. It's not like the big mega ships where there's one store after another. So if you're looking for a shopping vacation, Viking most likely is not going to be for you. And photographs. They don't have a photographer running around on a Viking ship trying to get photos of you, shoving a camera in your face. Every time you're in the middle of dinner, they want you to lean over and take another shot with them. And then they're going to try to sell you that photo for $25, $30 just for one that you'll probably never look at again. So they don't have the photographers on Viking like the other cruise lines. That's one of the other things that I really like. As far as the tours that you go on, Viking has some excellent tours, but one thing I really like is there's always one complimentary tour that's included. It might be just a walk around the city or a bus tour around the city, something like that. But if you don't feel like paying for the higher end tours, you can go on that one for free and still get an idea of what the port is like, and then you can go out later and see the spots that you visited. The tours, the higher end tours that they have, they are excellent, and pretty much they are on par, if not above, what the other major cruise lines are doing. That's something to consider also when you're trying to decide what to do and what kind of cruise line to go on. If you do a price point comparison with Viking with some of the other luxurious cruise lines, I think overall you're going to end up finding that you're going to get a much better bargain with Viking as you will with those. You're going to be paying considerably less. This is something you should also consider when you're trying to make a choice about what cruise line to go with. I hope this video helps you. I really appreciate watching Pat's Adventures, and please hit that like button and subscribe. So thank you very much.